In today's video, we blast through China at an astonishing 350 kilometers per hour, discover what might be the emptiest major train station in the country, and get acquainted with the rules of China's high-speed rail network. So join me for the 300-kilometer hop from Chongqing, the spicy home of hot pot, to Chengdu, the panda-loving heart of Sichuan. So I arrived at Chongqing West Station after a 20-minute subway ride on the city's loop line. This place is a massive modern transport hub on the edge of the city. In fact, it's probably a bit overpowered for the amount of passengers that use it. More on that in a bit. Opened early in 2018, it's the newest major station in Chongqing, part of a growing network that includes Chongqing North and the more central Sharping Bar station. Chongqing East is still under construction and expected to become the city's biggest hub when it opens. For now, Chongqing West handles many of the long-distance high-speed trains, including today's ride to Chengdu. Before entering the main station concourse, you'll be ushered off to a foreigner-only gate where you'll need to show your passport. I usually get my tickets on trip.com, other travel apps are available, at which point your passport becomes your ticket. So, after a quick scan, you'll be through to stage 2, baggage check. And then you're in. I know the stereotype many of us have of China is millions of people cramming into all available public spaces, but as you can see here, it really wasn't so busy today, though admittedly I was travelling during the lunch period, which is considered sacred along with all of the meal times here in China, so maybe that explains it. So, check your train number and destination on the departures board and head to your boarding gate. If you're not sure about anything, then you'll find an information point right in the middle of the station. But make sure you have some means of translation to hand, as English isn't widely spoken here in China. Or, if like me, you got here way too early, go and have a little nosy around the shops. Sadly, there's no Burger King here, but after such a crushing blow, I bravely picked myself up and went to China's favourite coffee brand, Luckin. You'll find numerous convenience stores, and there's a plethora of restaurants to choose from, apart from bloody Burger King, as well as shops selling souvenirs and Chongqing rice wine, if you don't value your liver. You'll also find free water dispensers dotted around the station too. There's a business class lounge that my first class ticket won't let me into. The ticketing class system is a little different here. In the West we expect second, business, then first, but here in China it goes second, first, business. And some trains even have a super duper business class that tops them all. Maybe one day. But our train doesn't have this. So these were the prices to travel today. This video is only going to cover the first class experience, so let me know in the comments if you'd like me to cover second or business class in a future video. By now, I was literally itching to get going, probably on account of all the coffee, and boarding commenced about 15 minutes before departure, which involved another passport scan, and then I was on my way down to the platforms below. Just so you know, there is an elevator for those with mobility issues. There was a short wait on the platform, mercifully shaded from the 35-degree Chongqing sun, and then in she rolled. I always think there's something magnificent about these high-speed bullet trains. I remember seeing them on TV as a child and hoping I'd get the chance to ride one someday. Our ride today was a CRH 380 series, Hexie, which is a top speed of 380 km per hour, a service speed of 350 km per hour. Renowned for its super smooth ride, as on nearly all the trains I've ridden on the Chinese high-speed rail network. After getting on board, I was greeted warmly. There's plenty of overhead space for smaller bags and cases, as well as storage for bigger luggage at either end of the carriage. Quick disclaimer, I had some camera issues when filming the seats, but here is the first class seat from my return journey on a Fuxing class train, which was slightly different but almost the same. Both seats feature extensive recline options, footrests and a charging socket. The legroom was excellent, which is good news for the fat-legged like me. We pulled away bang on time. I've travelled a lot on the Chinese high-speed rail network and honestly can't recall being even a minute late, which is a bit hard to get used to having spent years as a rail commuter in the UK. So, here's today's route. It's 292 kilometres from Chongqing West to Chengdu East Station, which in terms of Chinese landmass is a pretty local journey. We'll be flying across the eastern edge of the Sichuan Basin at an average speed of 233 kilometers per hour. Journey time is just 1 hour and 15 minutes. A first class ticket will entitle you to some free food, which is, to be honest, my favourite kind of food. You get some small Chinese style snacks which are given out shortly after departing, along with a complimentary drink. Sadly, this didn't include beer today. There was also a pay-at-your-seat trolley service selling boxed meals and instant noodles, as well as a restaurant car further up the train. I was still saving myself for a Burger King once I got to Chengdu. Sorry to keep going on about that. By now, we were cruising at our top speed of about 350 kilometers per hour. It was such a smooth, comfortable journey, so I hit recline, sat back, and watched a sun-soaked Sichuan racing by the window. If you're enjoying the journey too, then why not hit the like and subscribe buttons? Much appreciated. And so we began our long approach into Chengdu East Station. I was really excited as I hadn't visited this city for about 15 years. My main reason for coming here was to visit the ancient site of Sanxingdui, a 3,000-year-old excavation site nearby the city. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video about the time I spent there. We pulled in on time to the minute. Would I recommend using this train to get from Chongqing to Chengdu? Absolutely. To be honest, you don't have many other choices now, as it's the only feasible way to travel between the two cities since there are no flights. That said, if you can get a first class ticket, they do sell out quite quickly, and you have the budget, then it's well worth the extra expense, as the second class seats are a little less comfortable. So welcome to Chengdu, and thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one.